Good morning, Inner Light. Oh, let's all come together and sing this song. When we are united and standing strong, there is nowhere than the heart we share with one another, no other. We are one people, breathing one air, one human family that we all share. We are one spirit, come from one mind, one heart beating, one life. One heart beating, one life. One heart beating. See our brothers and sisters in everyone. No one's outside the circle, no us and them. Embrace our differences, see what we can learn from one another. With love we affirm. We are one people, breathing one air, one human family that we all share. We are one spirit, we come from one mind, one heart beating, one life. One heart beating, one life. One heart beating. We are one people, breathing one air, one human family that we all share. We are one spirit and we come from one mind, one heart beating, one life. One heart beating, one life. One heart beating, one life. One heart beating, one life.
Greetings, everyone. So glad to have you with us on this glorious, glorious day, wherever it is that you are.
I'm here if you need me. Seems like there's a little technical difficulty. Oh Lord, I'm grateful. I am so thankful. I feel a blessing. My soul's addressing. I am so grateful, so very thankful. I feel the blessing. My soul's addressing. When I wake up,
Greetings.
When I wake up, I pray. How can I serve today? I surrender all confusion. I live in humanhood. No one's misunderstood. We are all a holy union. We are one holy human. We are one holy union. We are one holy human union. We are one holy human. We are one holy union. We are one holy human union. Oh, I am grateful, so very thankful. I feel the blessing, my soul's addressing. I am so grateful, so very thankful. The dying vines are pressing. I am addressing mine. When I wake up, I pray. How can I serve today? I surrender all confusion. I live in humanhood. No one's misunderstood. We are all a holy union. We are one holy union. We are one holy union. We are one holy human union. Yeah, yeah. We are one holy union. We are one holy union. We are one holy human union. We are one holy human. We are one holy union. We are one holy human union. We are one holy human. We are one holy union. We are one holy human union. Yeah.
Everyone, so glad to have you with us on this glorious, glorious day, wherever it is that you are. We are so pleased to be sharing this time with you. Thank you, Jami. Thank you, Jami Lula, for your beautiful music. It is always so good to be in co-ministry with you. Let's just take a breath. Let's just take a breath and be really present. I'm Reverend Deborah Johnson, and welcome to Inner Light Ministries. We have a vision of a world that is spiritually fulfilling, environmentally sustainable, and socially just. We know that it's possible, and we come here to do the deep inner work that's necessary in order for us to be the place through which that can occur. And we're also here to usher in what needs to happen in the broader society. We marry the micro and the macro together. And we're so glad to have you with us on this journey. I'd like to let you know now that there's a Zoom watch party going on. So if you'd like to watch this message in fellowship with other people right now, please feel free. Check out the links right where you are and join in. After I complete, there'll be more music by Jami Lula. There'll also be opportunities for you to be in breakout groups with other people and to share what you're getting out of this message, or perhaps things that you're grateful for. If you don't join now, you can always join afterwards, but I do invite you to participate in the fellowship. We always have a monthly theme at Inner Light, and our theme for April 2021 is alignment. Alignment. And every week we all quote unquote affirmations. They're really activations. They are ideas, they are concepts, they are actually vibrations. If you not just say the words, but resonate with the energy, resonate with the concepts that they represent, they will recalibrate you so that we can be moving in the direction of the things that we say that we want. So I encourage you, check out our website, check out our social media. Long after this particular service, please go back to those. And for many of us that are quote unquote like type A, and we're always looking for what is it that I'm supposed to do, the affirmations are always this beautiful combination of ways of being as well as things for us to do. So your affirmations for this week are appearing on your screen, and I invite you to join me as I'm saying them. If you're in a position to, please repeat them to yourself as well out loud. Our theme this week is harmonizing with life's rhythm. I am still to discern the presence of the divine. I steal away to my inner chamber, the secret place of the Most High. I center there in the depths of my being. I open wide to mysteries beyond human comprehension. My heart knows what my mind cannot conceive. My inner activity synchronizes with life's rhythm and harmony. My most treasured relationship is my oneness with the divine. I tenderly cultivate and nourish my sacred connection. I'm willing to forsake all else for its sake. I take the time to know the presence of the holy in, through, and as me. So just breathe that in for a moment. Harmonizing with life's rhythm. In this information age that we're in right now, it is absolutely unprecedented in human history. The amount of information that is all around us. Not just the information that we actually hear or see, there are energetic fields all around us. The cell phones, the cable stations, the news stations, the internet. There is so much. And quite frankly, our human anatomy isn't equipped for that. It's not equipped to process the amount of information and the speed of information that we're all being bombarded with. It is extremely, extremely important. Even if you don't think of it as a spiritual thing, just for your own health and well-being, that you pay attention to your own energy field and what it is that you're resonating with. What are you resonating with? Literally, there's a speeding up of the universal vibration that's been happening for the past 5, 6, 7 years anyway. Anybody's awake has probably felt it. It literally is true. And here's what's happening in this information age. It isn't just that there's a lot of things that are going on around us, it's vying for your attention. It's vying for your attention. If you go to your computer screen, there's all kinds of things that are popping up. The advertising have subliminal suggestions that are in there. I remember I was looking at something on television not too long ago, and there was a little commercial that came up in the corner that said, like, now's a good time for a snack. And telling you like what to go leave at that moment to go to your kitchen and go get it to eat. All of these things vying for our attention. Because what they know is that the human mind is not disciplined in and of itself. We have to bring the discipline to it. We literally will follow whatever it is that has our attention. Think of a little toddler, of a little baby. We actually use this in our favor. When we see the toddler is going over to something that's dangerous, what do? We just dangle something else in front of, woo, look at this, rattle a few little keys or make some noise or whatnot. And they're like, oh, well, let me go over here. Oh, let me go over there. And the way that we are designed, we will follow the direction of our attention. The infamous keep your eye on the plow. So you can do a straight line. Because if you start looking around, it's going to be zigzag. If you're driving a car, you're riding a bicycle. If you start to look to the left or the right and not stay centered, you're going to veer off to the left or the right. You're going to move in the direction of your attention. And that's what we're doing now. We're moving in the direction of our attention, which is all over the place, because we're spending most of our time reacting to the things that are going on in the outer world. One of my favorite passages in Scripture, Romans 12:2. And it starts off saying, be not conformed to this age. In some translations, it says world. Be not conformed to this age, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Be not conformed. Conform, with, to go along with the forms. There are a lot of things that we do with form. We inform, we take the forms in, we reform, we try to shift our relationship to them, we conform, we go along with them, but you can also transform. Trans is movement. Transportation, it's motion. We can transform, we can move above, we can go beyond the forms. Don't be conformed to this age, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. You know, I love words. And the New Testament was first written in Greek. And there's a verb tense in Greek that we don't have in the English language. It's called the present imperative, which is a command to do something in the future, continuous and repeated. It's in the language itself. So we can't tell in the English language. If I say something like be still, you don't know. Am I talking about just now? Am I talking about tomorrow? How long am I supposed to be still? What is that? You hear something like love, forgive, do this, do that. You don't know. But within the language itself, it is continuous and repeated. And most of the time when we're hearing these quote unquote commandments, be not afraid, be not conformed, love, forgive, it's in that tense, continuous and repeated. But furthermore, an interesting nuance of this present imperative is that when it's in the negative, not, that means you've already been doing it. It means you've already been doing it. Be not conformed to this age. You're already doing it. We just got through the Easter week when Jesus said, touch me not. I'm not yet ascended, yet you influence me. You'll drag me back. That touch is not a hand touch. It's an influence touch. Like that was very touching. We are touched by things. We are influenced by things. And the reason why I'm bringing up scripture and this thing about Jesus is that Jesus becomes my kind of motto, my go-to. So when I think about things and I'm thinking, well, what would an enlightened being who really understood their relationship to the divine do in this moment? That infamous sort of like, what would Jesus do? But I also look at it from the other standpoint of, if Jesus couldn't do it, I'm not going to worry about it. If Jesus couldn't do it, I'm not even going to worry about it. even Jesus said, look, I'm susceptible. In those moments, the resurrection, we just got through Easter week last week, after that saying, I can be dragged back. Be not conformed to this age. Don't do it now, don't do it in the future, and you have been doing it. An analogy that I make to get people to really understand this present imperative and in the negative. It's like if your mama, your grandmama says to you, don't lie to me. That means you need to slow your roll, think about what you're about to say. Okay? Don't lie now. Don't even think about lying in the future. And come on now, we both know you've already been lying. When I say don't lie to me, it is my notice to you. I already know you've been lying and you need to cut it out. When we are commanded, be not conformed to this age. Don't do it. Don't do it now. Don't do it in the future. And cut it out. Cut it out. Stop doing it. Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. But here's the problem. Most of us are trying to solve the problem with the same consciousness that created it. You can't do that. So we're busy trying to renew our minds with the same kind of stuff that's cluttered our minds. We're busy trying to renew our minds with more stuff, more man-made stuff, more stuff of the world. If you really want to transform your mind, you got to go beyond the forms. That's why I'm suggesting to you that one of the best ways to transform your mind is to get into alignment with life's rhythm and harmony. Life has a rhythm and a harmony. But we're moving so fast. We're moving so fast in our everyday lives that we can't even feel it. Be still. Slow down a minute. Even if it's just 5 minutes a day of meditation, of contemplation, where your attention is on something besides your problems, something besides social media, something besides your relationships or the finances or whatever it is that's going on. Just go outside some. Look at the clouds. Breathe in the air. Feel the breeze across your body. It's the springtime now. Notice the buds. Notice the flowers growing. Notice the grass. Just notice. Notice the animals. Just even little ants. I don't know. It was probably just within the last 5 years or so that I ever really noticed that when ants, then they always seem to be going back and forth in the same, opposite direction, like a line going one way and a line going the other way. And every time one's going in opposite directions, past each other, they connect. Like a bump. And I've looked it up since and realized its importance. But just such a little thing as that, I thought, ants have sense enough not to pass each other by and act like they don't even see each other. Ants are smart enough to do that. when I look around and I just notice things. You know, I get these downloads, I get these spirit messages. And I can remember this one particular message that says, Reverend daughter, you can flit around with the pigeons, or you could soar with the eagles. The choice is yours. And I never really quite understood it, because I know this spirit voice is never putting one thing above the other, like making an eagle more important than a pigeon. Yet I remember one day I was out close to the beach. The Santa Cruz area is right on the Monterey coast. And there's seagulls and, you know, different kinds of birds there. And there's pigeons. And I remember looking up and really watching the pigeons and how they fly. And there were seagulls in the distance who fly more like eagles. And I looked and I thought, pigeons flit. They expend a lot of energy and don't go that far. Where the seagulls, like the eagles, they ride the current. They lift up with the wind. They're not doing all the work, trying to flap their arms around. They are synchronizing and harmonizing with the rhythm of life, with the rhythm of the wind, and allowing the wind to lift them up and to carry them. Right after I graduated from ministerial school, I took my first trip to the Bahamas. It was off season. And I'm not a good swimmer by any stretch of the imagination. And the waves were tumultuous, just tumultuous. I could barely just stand even at the breaking water, just knocked down. My shins were getting skinned, and it wasn't fun. I mean, I literally was getting tumbled over and swallowing water. And I remember this voice saying to me, come out a little further. That the safest part is just beyond your comfort zone. That if you dare to come out just a little bit further, I will lift you up and bring you back down. And this phrase that struck me so hard, that voice said, I can't always guarantee that you will land on your feet if you insist on standing on them all the time. I'll say that again. I can't always guarantee that you're going to land on your feet if you insist on standing on them all the time. Let go. Just let go a little bit. Because where you're wanting to stand is, bam, you're going to get smacked every time. But if you let me lift you up just a little bit, I'll bring you back down just a little bit. And furthermore, it said, this is life. Life is going to be like these waves. Keep coming at you and coming at you. Don't brace yourself. Greetings, greetings, everyone. So glad to have you with against you, against whatever is coming at you. So that you're actually almost like doing a dance with the forces that are coming against you. If we study nature, if you allow the transformation of your mind to be from life, the things that you can see out in life, you will find that you're calmer, you're more peaceful, you're more energized, you're more enlivened. And when you come back to whatever your daily routine is, you come back with a sense of being invigorated and not drained. And it is each of our responsibility to do whatever it is that we need to do to keep filling up the tank, so to speak, to keep being transformed. And this concept of being the renewing of your mind, in scripture, heart and mind are not separate things. It's the totality of your being. Be ye transformed by the renewing of all of you. Your emotions, your thoughts, your feelings, but be renewed by the inspiration of nature itself. Let nature be your teacher. Just breathe that in. Before I go, I want to invite you to check us out on social media. There are many things that are going on and happening, classes and workshops and events and activities. We're starting to open up our sanctuary. We'll be doing that the next couple of months on first and third Sundays. If you're in the Santa Cruz area, please feel free to come on by on those alternate Sundays, second and fourth Sundays. Starting in May, we'll be doing different kinds of activities that in the local area, but we will continue with this virtual platform. So if you're not in the Santa Cruz area, don't worry, there won't be a blackout. You are part of our spiritual family, and we will always be here to serve you. We also ask your support in return. You'll see on your screen and wherever it is that you're tuning in right now, there are links that are opportunities for you to participate in gracious giving and conscious contribution. You can do that right now. You can do text to give. You can send it to paypal.me/innerlightministries. There are many ways that you can contribute, and I encourage you to do that and to do that now.